Funny Talk Freddy by Nancy Rose. Freddy was a little boy, almost old enough to go to school. He had freckles on his nose and dirt on his knees most of the time. And like most little boys, he liked to play with other little boys and girls. Freddy wanted more than anything for school to start. He could hardly wait. But Freddy was different. Freddy talked funny talk, not just sometimes for fun, like Susie and Mary did when they played with their dolls. Not just once in a while, like Tommy did when he talked to his baby brother, but all the time. Freddy didn't call a cow. No, sir. Freddy called a cow a moo. Look, there's a moo, Freddy would say when his daddy took him for a ride in the car. No, Freddy, a cow, his father would say. But it says moo, Daddy, listen. And sure enough, moo is what it did say. Freddy didn't call a fish either. No, he called it a swish. Let's feed the swish, he would say to his mother. Fish, Freddy, not swish, his mother would say. But listen, said Freddy, putting his ear right next to the fish bowl. It makes a swish. Listen. Sure enough, the little fish did swish when they swam to the top to get their food. Freddy called a cat a meow, a bird a fly high, a toad a hopper, and his baby sister a crier. He had a funny name for almost everything. Whatever shall we do with him? Asked Mother. I wonder, said Father. He's going to be in trouble next year when he starts school, said his brother. They all thought and thought. The boys and girls will laugh at him, said Mother. They'll really tease him, said Father. We've just got to do something, said Brother. We can't let him start school talking like that. Freddy went right on calling things funny talk names. His scissors were snip snips, his pajamas were sleep-ins, and his blanket was a fuzzy. Freddy, said Mother, that's a blanket. Can you say blanket? Blanket, said Freddy. Of course I can say blanket. But it's really a fuzzy feel. And of course it really was. Scissors, said Father. Can you say scissors? Scissors, said Freddy. Of course, I can say scissors, but Snip Snips is a good name for them. My scissors go snip snip. Listen. And of course they did. I know what we'll do, said Father. We'll all talk that funny talk. Then Freddy will hear how funny it sounds and he'll stop. Good idea, said Mother. Let's do it, said Brother. Why didn't we think of this before? So they did. Pretty soon, everybody in Freddy's family was using funny talk words for things. Freddy's father would say, Freddy, go outside and get your bouncer and put it away. Then Freddy would pick up his ball. Freddy's mother said things like, Now, Freddy, you drink up all your moo juice. And Freddy would finish his milk. Freddy's brother would say, Freddy, you didn't make your soft sleep this morning. And Freddy would go upstairs and make his bed. It was a really funny talking house. But that didn't make Freddy stop. He liked it. This isn't working, said Father. It certainly isn't, said Mother. We are all getting this bad habit. I can't even remember the right words for things anymore, complained Brother. We'll ask Uncle Henry to come to visit, said Father. He'll think of something. Uncle Henry was fat and jolly, and he laughed a lot. Big ho-ho-hos boomed all through the house whenever Uncle Henry came to visit. He came one morning and stayed all day and all night. He listened to all the funny talk in Freddy's house. He laughed a lot of ho-ho-hos at first when Father, Mother, Brother, and Freddy said funny talk things. But by bedtime, Uncle Henry wasn't laughing very much at all. When Father took him into the extra bedroom and said, "Here's your soft sleep. If you need another fuzzy, there's one in the drawer," Uncle Henry threw up his hands. "This is just too much. Just too much," said Uncle Henry, and he went to bed. He thought, and finally, when he went to sleep, there was a smile on his jolly face again. In the morning, Uncle Henry came to the breakfast table. "Would you like some crunchy munchy?" asked Freddy, passing Uncle Henry the plate of toast. Uncle Henry just sat there. "How about some moo juice for your flat flakes?" said Brother. Uncle Henry didn't hear, he just sat there. Finally he said something. "I am not going to pay any attention at all when one of you says funny talk words. I don't think you even know how to talk ordinary talk anymore around here. How in the world do you think Freddy is ever going to be ready to go to school? I don't know. Now if you will be so kind as to pass me the toast and the milk and the cereal, I will be glad to have some." Uncle Henry filled his plate. "You are absolutely right, Henry," said Father. "This is ridiculous." "Absolutely," said Mother. "Yes," said Brother, "I agree. This is ridiculous." Freddy didn't say anything. Freddy couldn't say anything. He wanted some sugar for his cereal, but he had forgotten the real name of sugar. All he could think of was sweet sand, his funny talk name for it. He knew nobody would listen if he asked for that. Brother was watching. He felt sorry for Freddy. "Would you like some sugar, Freddy?" he asked. "Yes, oh yes, thank you," said Freddy. After breakfast it was time to go to the store with Mother, but Freddy couldn't find one shoe. "Please," he said, "one of my tie-ons is not here." "What?" said Uncle Henry. "One of your what?" "For my foot," Freddy said miserably. "You know." "Yes, Freddy," Uncle Henry said, "I do know. But do you?" Freddy thought and thought, but he couldn't remember the name of shoe. He sat on the floor with his chin in his hands and tried to remember. It was no use. He had completely forgotten the name of shoe. "If I were in school," said Freddy, "what would I do? Nobody there would know what a tie-on was. I would be very funny at school, wouldn't I?" "Yes, Freddy," said Mother, "I'm afraid you would." "Will you help me to learn the right names of things again?" asked Freddy. "Of course," said Mother, smiling. "We will start with this shoe. One shoe is on your foot, the other shoe is under your bed." "Thank you," said Freddy. "I will put on my shoe. Shoe, shoe, shoe. I will use the right word for things from now on." And he did. Sometimes he had a very hard time remembering the real words for things because it had been so long since he had used them. Soon everybody in Freddy's house was not talking funny talk anymore. The next time Uncle Henry came to visit, the house was full of ho-ho-hos again. Uncle Henry was very glad to hear ordinary talk at Freddy's house again. "Now, Freddy," he said, "I think you are ready to start school." And Freddy was.